All right. Trying to get this together. So looks like I'm live here, and looks like I'm trying to, so you can see my face a little bit. So I'm live here today, and I kind of want to talk about like history repeating itself. All right. I don't know about y'all, but I think there's some people that are repeating history. You know what I mean? Um, Even if you go back, even to like the ancient times, you know, when people first entered into different communities, you know, let's say like when white people first entered into black communities, and black people first entered into white communities, and you know, other nations, Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, and um, you know, all sorts of Indians, all sorts of people. You know what I mean? At some point, if you don't stop, if you don't learn nothing from history, I guess that saying that old saying says you're destined to repeat history. So I'm saying this because is that um, I have nothing. I mean, I have nothing against white people, and I'm quite sure there's other black people can say the same thing I'm saying. There's some white people that can say the same thing that I'm saying. Because I don't have nothing against white people. But how are we ever going to heal and mend and be a productive people if we keep wanting to put white people, raise them up in the black community? And so what I mean that is, when your family was interacting with each other, first interacting with each other, there was nobody but that family. There are some families that are black and white, you know, biracial parents, I should say, one white, one black. And that's their world. And that's the world that they create. And so that's the world that follows. That's universal law. That's natural law. Okay? But every time that, you know, I believe that the black family has been under attack for so long. And in order for the black family to get in a position to where they don't have to be under attack or feel like they are under attack, is to be able to grow and be that by themselves. And I'm not really really enthusiastic about staying in America. You know, you got some people that wants to raise Donald Trump up. Donald Trump, I guess, fulfilled what he was supposed to fulfill, but what's wrong with moving on? In my opinion, everything is designed. Everything is designed to go a certain way, and everything's fallen in place. But that's because of the stage was preset for that. This is not destiny. This is not like how it was supposed to go. This is how somebody had the play structured and set up, that once the play is in operation, that certain things will happen and certain things will be like it is. So my thing is, you know, Apparently, um, you guys want to raise up politicians, and you don't want to get away from the way the world is now. I'm trying to get a group of black people together and we rebuild. And we're not haters. We don't hate nobody. We're not trying to do any harm to anybody. We don't want to waste our energy on blacks fighting whites. We don't want to waste our energy like that. We don't want to waste our energy trying to fight to shine, to not so much a shine, but to to be a family, to grow and nurture. you know so I just think it's I think that people that are trying to raise Donald Trump up, to be this great big leader, and the Donald Trump's asking for all the African American people. Well, that's what they've always done. They've always said, they wanted the vote of the black people, and they get used by black people to, build their cities and their train railroads and all that stuff. And my thing is this right here. What's wrong with black people wanting to be with each other and come back to a synergy, come back to a wholeness, come back to a platform? Why do we need black people out there raising white people up over the black community? Because we've already known and experienced what's going to happen when people get the upper hand and the upper advantage. And that's how slavery started in the first place. So my thing is to be smart, and you need to raise up. The black community need to come away from the white community, period. And if you can't live without a leader, if you gotta live your life as black people, and you gotta have a leader, okay, then you need to raise a leader amongst yourselves, amongst black people. Why you keep asking another race of people to rule over you? Why do you keep doing that? I don't understand. We have to find some way to heal our DNA, to repair our RNA, our genetical structure. We got to find some way to repair and rebuild. So, without being racist to white people and putting white people down, why can't we be a community without white people and grow and flourish? So apparently, there was one time on the planet where I guess black people were the magnificent, the intelligent, the smart ones, the creators, the inventors, and all of this stuff, the rulers of the planet. You know what I mean? So being in that position, what's wrong with being in that position again? The Egyptians, now we know this when we study. And if you study the right information, you're going to get the truth, the right truth. When the Egyptians raised up some people that was not of them to be over them, that's when their downfall happened. But some of them was probably in a position where they felt that they were forced to raise up a white person in their community over them in order for them to survive and make it, to keep living, to keep breathing. So, is that possible that this is happening now again? That somehow, somewhere, somebody comes along that wants to promote black people coming together and healing themselves and fixing themselves and becoming a people again? Then somebody raises up a white person over that community and things get out of hand. Things get out of order. So now you have situations with people that's on this planet that's out of order, that's out of line. So my thing is this right here is I'm looking at everything on this planet right now. And I'm coming to the intelligent determining factor that as the way things are right now is going to be a repeating of history. So you're looking at the position of the white people, the position of the black people, the position of the Latinos, the Hispanics, the Spaniards, the white, the black, all of this, the women, the men, and you're looking at this, the president, the political system, you're looking at all this. There's nothing set up to change, to make a difference. Y'all heard that saying that you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting something different. They say they call that insanity. So my thing is, we don't have to walk around calling the white man the devil, or any race of people or any color people the devil. We don't have to do that. But in order for us to change how things are and how things keep turning out, we gotta change, because we're at this point right now to where everybody needs to be saved. The world was saved by this person or that person. Okay, it's because no one changed nothing, and we're here again at the same moment. And this moment has came back into reality from past times, from old times, that keeps recycling itself. It keeps happening, the same thing. You come to a period in time to where this person, most times it's gonna be white, is the savior that's gonna save the world, that stop all of this, the coronavirus and all that other stuff, right? Well, you have the stage set up for that. You have the stage set up for that to happen, for that to be the end. So it's just like baking a cake. If you want a strawberry banana cake, you know what I mean? You can't keep putting chocolate in the cake. You can't keep putting strawberries or cherries in the cake, because you're not going to get a banana cake. Or did I say strawberry banana cake? Well, either way, you can't keep mixing the ingredients trying to say, I want a chocolate cake and I get a banana cake, or I want a banana cake, but you can't keep doing that. So the biggest word there's 3 words that white men can start saying when it comes to somebody trying to lift them up in the black community. There's 3 words that you got to be strong enough to say. I respectfully decline. I respectfully decline. Simple. But is it simple? Because if you keep doing the same thing, people, you're going to keep getting the same results. So you want 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, 60 years to go by and end up in the same predicament again, to where you're going to need somebody to save you. But the people that are smart enough, that are ahead of you, way ahead of you, are going to set the stage to where they're going to have to be your savior. But you don't know that. And your kids coming, and your kids are growing up and coming, and some of those kids haven't even showed up yet. And then when they get here, they're going to be going through the same thing, and then they're going to get to their end, and then they're going to be like, damn, the world is all messed up, and there's viruses and plagues and all this stuff going on. And they're going to be like, oh, look, here's this white man. Let's raise this white man up, and you're never going to heal. You're never going to be able to fix yourselves. We as black people will never, ever be able to fix ourselves, because we have you individuals that think it's okay to raise the white man up in the black community. And me particularly, I'm not a militant person, you know. And I know sometimes the color of my skin, my beard, my mustache, my dreads that I got, some people may try to put a stereotype to it, and like he looks like he's a Muslim. He looks like he's aggressive. Look like he's a black militant. You know what I mean? But the thing is that we gonna be anything and everything that there is when you put a person in survival mode. So my thing is, why aren't you learning? You know, Egypt, the people are doing it all over again. You keep wearing this freedom around your neck. You tattoo it on your bodies. And you don't respect where it came from. You know, I hear everybody talk about my people, my people, my people. If you was really for your people, you'll stop telling them that it's okay to be around people that they didn't start out with. So that's what I said. That's what I want to do. I want to start me a community. And I've been saying this for like, I don't know. I've been trying to do this for like, what's it, about 40 or 50 years? You know? But then, who's pure? Who's clean? Who's got their mind right? Who's in tune with nature and universal law that's really for you on your side, and not a plant from somewhere else to make sure that you fail or you fall in certain areas? So my thing is, y'all doing the same thing all over again, and I don't care what your reason is. I don't care how important, how angry, whatever you got that you got going on inside of your mind, inside of your world, and you're telling everybody to vote for Trump or vote for this person that's white or that person over there that's color, and it's not supporting you. It's not supporting you. So my thing is that also some of you guys are out there trying to hijack the election. You guys vote for Trump now. You guys vote for Hillary. You guys vote for Obama. You guys vote for this, vote for that. If you don't vote for this, this is going to happen, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And that's not what this election is about. Because apparently that's what Russia did, right? Apparently that's what other nations did, right? So you're out there and you're threatening people and you're telling people that if you don't vote for Trump, this and this and this and this is going to happen to you. That's not the way that the system was set up for us to be able to vote and choose who we want. You're hijacking the whole election. And this is why some of you guys become political prisoners. Because you just don't know how to approach things and deal with things. And this is why they have what you call political prisoners in different worlds, in different countries, in different places. You know what I mean? So all you guys out there that are trying to influence people to vote for a certain way, you know what I mean? Other than, here's the information, vote for me, here's my sign, Yahoo, woohoo, whatever. You know what I mean? You studied the person, you've done your background on the person to know who the person is that you want to be in office or raise them up to be in a certain place. That's your own choice, your own decision. But when you have people out there, if you don't vote for them, this is going to happen to you. If you don't vote for this one, blah, 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 you're going to go through this. You're going to go through hard times. You're going to blah, blah, blah. And come on, man. That's not right. You need to check yourself. You need to stop. And you need to apologize to everyone. Check yourself and just say, hey, look, I just want to put some information out there about this person, that person, so when you make your choice and your decision, you have all the information available on the date and the time that you vote. Not you know what, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to make sure you don't do this and make sure you do this. If you don't vote for this and you don't vote for that, you're infringing. You're doing what Russia did. You're just doing it in another way. You're hijacking the whole election. And this is not what this is supposed to be about. You're out of line, you're out of order, and you need to stop. Because you want to control the people by fear. And everything you're telling the other people that you don't want them to do, controlling people by fear and all this other stuff, you're turning around and you're doing it for your benefit. So guess what? Come on, stop. You know what I mean? So I'm just putting this out there, man. This is some things that's got to be worked out. Everybody keep hiding behind the white man, using the white man for a tool to do this and to do that. You know what I mean? And if the white man has to save you from your own black people, then that means the black people needs to really seriously think about the type of norms that they put out there about when they go at each other. Because if I make a law, if I make a rule, if I make some commandments, if I make all this stuff that says, you know what, you did this wrong, you can't be in the black race, you can't be over here, so we're going to cast you out. And then that's an unreasonable request. So now you have a second thought. No, let's kill this dude. Let's kill this woman. Let's do this to him and do that to him. And so who do they run to? They run to the white man. They run to an Arab nation. They run to the the Hispanics, Latinos, you know what I mean? They run to Canada for freedom. They run to another country for freedom because your standards are unreasonable and you can't see that. You can't see that you're making the sheep run to the wolf. Judge no one before the time. Why is it said? It's very specific why it's said. Judge not that you be not judged. Universal laws. Universal principles. Natural laws. You guys are still stuck somewhere in another time zone and being allowed to affect this time zone. And you're doing it in a way that you're supposed to be stopping things, but you're not. You're repeating history. You got the same tools in your hand. You don't have no new tools in your hand. Some people got a simple hammer in their hand, and then some people from another time zone has got a air hammer. I don't know if I want to call it an air hammer, but you know what I'm talking about. You don't have to hammer, you just hold it up there and it pushes the nail in. You know what I mean? So I'm saying to you is some mistakes that are about to be made that could be stopped right now. This is how the concept of Egypt, Horus, the sun, how it all got mixed up because you raised someone else and they took you. They took your information, they took your knowledge, and they mimicked it and copied it and did it themselves. And they've been doing it for so long that you forgot that that's not the way it is. So now when everybody's trying to pull out of it and get with the truth, your mind is structured and set up not to. So you're doing it all over again. You're repeating history. There's an old song. I think it's Bill Withers. I'm not sure. I think so. But it says, will it go round in circles? Or will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? I know a song, it ain't got no melody, but I'm gonna sing it to my friends. I know a song, it ain't got no step. Come on, man. It's a dance. It ain't got no step. You know what I mean? And will it go round in circles? Or will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? And my question to you is, are you going around in circles? Are you flying high like a bird up in the sky? Or are you still down here going around in circles, chasing your tail, spinning, allowing your mind to be manipulated and controlled? And you think that you're this awesome black leader. I'm this and I'm that, but you're still sending the people into a tailspin, and it's over. So my thing is, you know what I mean? You go down that road, you already know what's down that road. You already know what the part plays, what the roles are. You know from your past, if you repeat the past, that's going to drag a lot of people into the past to repeat the past. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. So now what? Are you still going to be a slave? Or are you going to be the one enslaving somebody? So are you smart enough to put your toys down, to put your tools down, and make no investments in slavery? Are you strong enough to do that? Can you stand alone to do that? Or will you lose your identity in a crowd? So my thing to you is this right here. You know what I mean? Like, what you gonna do? You're going to put down the tools and you're going to stop telling all your people to go and run to the white man? because you're telling them to do something because apparently you're at an end point with yourself in your own mind. You don't know what to do. So I'm saying, get into universal law. Get into universal law. I mean, you're going to keep doing what society has always done. And you're always going to get what society always got. Hey, and then some of you guys, you can't remember nothing because you deplete yourself. You deplete yourself. When you deplete yourself, your memory goes. You don't know who you are no more. You don't know where you come from. You don't know what's happening, what's going on. That when you start trying to find yourself and you start trying to come back to yourself, guess what? You might not remember that the tools that you have in your hand was the very same tools that led you down this road of destruction and forgetfulness in the first place. So, and you know what? And I honestly believe that the white man, and I even hate to say white man because it's not all about color, but the truth shall set you free. But I'm almost willing to just say it in my mind, say it that the white man really wants to see the black people get themselves together to form and become a people. Because black people were the first people on the planet, and they're not acting like parents. They're not acting like they're the first. So my thing is now everybody wants to try to prove that, oh, I'm not racist against white people, or I'm not racist against black people. So this is what I'm willing to do to prove it. You know what? Screw that. I live with some racist white people in my neighborhood. And it's not what you think it is to get along with another race. They knew what we wanted as black people, and they knew what we wanted as white people. They knew both vice versa. The one knew what the other one was, and the other one knew what the other one wanted. And so we knew those lines, and we were neighbors. But we didn't walk around talking about, oh, I hate you, or I love you. We just knew that this is what they want right here. They want to raise their family after their kind. We want to raise our family after our kind. So this is what I want. I'm willing to walk away from everybody and everything. Fuck it. I lost out. I was the mark. I was what everybody wanted. Oh yeah, he's gonna let us have it. He's gonna let us keep it. He's gonna, oh man, you know what I mean? But I'm not. Listen, I'm like really fed up with all of this bullcrap. Doing one thing and then telling everybody else to do another. That's not right. That's not good. If it was two men left on the whole planet, and that's all it was, well, no other species, it was 2 men on the planet, how would they reproduce themselves with the knowledge that's here now? And even if it was opposite, if it was 2 women that was left on the planet, how would they reproduce themselves? How could you bring forth another being? Now we're not talking about way up there high in that higher consciousness and that higher self-talk, and where maybe you can create something, but most of you people are not there. So you'll be walking around the planet holding hands. We destroyed the whole earth for our love. You know what I mean? And you got a woman and a man, the last only two on the planet, out of the whole planet. How would they reproduce themselves? There's an order. There's an order here. Or is it just a trick to get some people out of the way so they can do what they got to do and all this and all that stuff, and you know what I mean? And everybody didn't cross lines. There ain't no all the bloodline, and then all the gods say, you know what? This has come before my eyes, that all mankind is unworthy. They're unclean. And so is there going to be fire and brimstone to come down from heaven and destroy everything? Or a plague, or a disease, or catastrophe, or, nature taking its course? What is it going to be? So my thing to you guys is this right here. And you guys don't, maybe I'm not popular. Maybe nobody watched my videos. Maybe nobody wants to hear what I got to say. But one day you're going to maybe run across my video and you're going to be like, damn, it might be too late that I heard this information. Or that I got this perspective. But my thing is, why are you repeating history? I'm 53. You're 20 something. 18, 19. And you just got to the planet and you think you got this, you think you got that. They filled your head up with this and pounded your ears, and now you think that, oh yeah, look, I'm about to do it. No, but you're doing what your forefathers did. There ain't nothing special about you. How many people wants to see healing? How many people really and truly wants to see healing? How many people are willing to, like, you know what? I'm going to back up out of that situation. Even though that situation could put money in my pockets. It could put fame. How many people are like willing to walk away and stay out of certain situations? Well, I don't care. Nobody else cares, so I don't care. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? Well, my mom and my dad was black and white, so I don't know. I can't choose between white and black. And I don't think anybody should make you choose between white and black. But I don't think you should stand in anybody else's way from being fruitful after their own kind. So if I want me a community of people that are brown skinned, dark, and ready to get the chocolate factory back up and running again properly in the way it's supposed to be, then no one should be interfering with that. You know? No one should interfere with that. You know, you want to go out and you want to kick it with biracial couples and interacting like that and doing that. Hey, I don't think no one should get in your way if that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? But I know me, what I want. And I'm not trying to be on this planet to where, I'm disrespecting white people or any other race of people. I'm too busy, you know what I'm saying? Fixing my own community, getting my own people together. We pick up the pieces and move forward. When you see us walking down the street, when you see us walking in the cool of the day, You're going to look at us and say, wow, look at those people got their shit together. Wow, that's nice. You won't be sitting there talking about, oh my God, they're going to hurt us. They're going to kill us. What are they going to do to us? No, it's going to be obvious to your eyeballs. We are people, and we're trying to heal ourselves. We're trying to fix ourselves. We can love the world all we want to love the world, and that's cool. But you know what? When you was growing up, when you walked into your house for the night, it was you, your mommy and your daddy and your sisters and your brothers and whoever else was in your house. And if you didn't have a mommy, you had a daddy. If you didn't have a daddy, you had a mommy. If you didn't have neither nor, you had an orphanage or whatever. You know what I mean? But when you locked down and when you went home, guess what? It was you after your kind. Whoever was in your house with you, that's what it was about. The rest of the world got shut out somehow, somewhere. That's not being totally universal, but it happens like that. So I'm saying, like, this is what I want. I don't want people to be like, well, I can't communicate with him because he's obviously said he's going to be with his own kind and he's not going to interact with us. I'm not telling you that. You're making presumptions and going all through that in your own mind. You know what I mean? So my thing is, this is what I want to do, and I'm trying to get out the way and away from everybody and out of this right here, because everybody's made their own choice what they want to do, who they want to be with. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go somewhere where I can attract the people that I want to attract and rebuild my bloodline, rebuild our family. You know what I mean? Prepare my ancestors to come back to this planet. And when they come back to this planet, I want them to come back, you know what I'm saying, in the natural habitat of the universe, not opposite of the universe. So I'm saying all of this to say to you guys, some of y'all gotta calm down. Some of y'all gotta hey, look, some of y'all gotta learn how to not take advantage and guide a person where they really supposed to be. And just in the back of your mind, just know that you feel good about yourself because you help someone find their path in life. Because you're not all here just to have fun and woo, let's party. Some of you guys here because you got a purpose, you got something you're supposed to do, and you're supposed to find yourself, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you know what I mean? And we're not all supposed to be here like all screwed up. So in your mind, you know that you helped lead somebody down the right path. You gave somebody some information that was like, hey, this is what I needed to hear. This is what I wanted. You know what I mean? So hello, everybody that's in the chat. Hello, everybody that's in the chat. You know what I mean? So everybody else's voice is being heard, but not mine. We heard from what a black militant says. We heard from what a black religious person says. We heard from cult leaders. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to speak from a universal perspective. Natural law. You know what I mean? So this, I'm just saying that, you know, what I want and what I would like is, you know what I mean, all of the crazy stuff, I'd be away from the crazy stuff and begin to build. You know what I mean? Begin to build like it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Universal law. Natural law. So I've been going on for like almost 45 minutes. And this is what I want to share with everybody. You know what I mean? Why are you out there getting in somebody else's path? Getting in the way of someone else finding their path. You know, why are you in the way of somebody else being able to vote how they want to vote? Why are you out there trying to influence people's voting with fear and with threats and all this stuff? You know what I mean? So I hope I made some sense in this video to somebody somewhere. You know? Because obviously the sum total of everything right now in our past has every last one of us where we are at right now. And it keeps happening over and over. It's like a movie. The guy in the movie is trying to tell everybody around him that it's going to end like this. It's going to happen like this. But no one has enough information to know and listen to what that person's saying. So all the roles, you don't even know that there is, and in fact, and indeed, a role that's being played out right now by everybody in the past. So you look in your past and look at all the roles that were played in the past. And look now and see if you don't see a relation. Okay, say for instance, Charles Manson. Who is playing that role right now? Charles Manson played it back in the 60s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, right? Who's playing that role now as time repeats itself? Who's playing that role? What role are you playing from the past? Have you done your research and your studies on people, places, perspectives? Have you done your study to know where are you at? Are you in the crowd that says, yay, hang those people on the tree. Yes, hang them because the color of their skin. Are you the person that's on the tree getting ready to be hung? Are you somebody that's about to be crucified? Are you somebody that's trying to crucify somebody? What part are you playing? You got to think about that. Where am I at? How do I interact with other people? What effect do I have on other people? What am I doing with other people? So start asking yourself these questions. What role are you playing now that history is repeating itself? You know? And then some of y'all don't know that Obama was not the first black president. Y'all better go back and do your research and do your study and find out who the first black president was of the United States of America. And you Google that and see what you come up with. Do your research. Hey, that's all I'm going to ask you to do right there is just find out who was the first black president of the United States. It wasn't Obama. But anyways, I'm about ready to wrap this video up and conclude it. But that's what I wanted to bring to you guys is, oh, you guys are hearing the voice of everybody else out there. Man, they got like 1,000, 20,000, 1 million viewers, and everybody hears what they got to say and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? But some of us are back here living our life, trying to make some things happen, and something ain't right. Something ain't right. Because you're giving the wrong treasures to the wrong people. You're giving the wrong treasures to the wrong people. And those treasures are falling into the hands of the bad. So You guys should really think about that, you know? You guys should really think about what you're doing. Every move that you make, every move that you're doing, you should think about that. You should really, really think about that. You're giving the treasure to the big mouth people. You're giving all of the good things, all of the important things to the wrong people. Because you're only listening for sound. You're listening for who's the loudest, who's the most popular, and you're missing it. And you're giving treasures to the wrong people. So, listen. With that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video, and I'm going to hopefully meditate upon these words that I spoke, and hopefully that these words, you know, will take root inside of your heaven, okay, inside of your heaven, and grow into something that your earth can carry out what's going on in your heaven. That's a little deep for a lot of people, but you know what I mean, hopefully that the words that I'm speaking to you will take root inside of you and start growing. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing different going on now than what happened in the past. And most of you guys are not even aware enough to know, let me drop this down and like pick up my mind. Let me pick up all these tools and stuff around me, you know, and pick up my mind. You know, pick up my mind. And some of you guys cannot be in your house alone because you don't have control of your mind. You go crazy because you got to have somebody. Where's my friends? I got to have somebody over. I'm bored. I'm this. You know what I mean? So I'm saying pick up your mind and see what happens. See what takes place. All right. So I have I Am Will 1967. That's my YouTube channel, and that's my Instagram. And I have I Am Will 67, and that's my other that's an older account that I was going to try to do away with, you know, but it hasn't happened yet. But that I Am Will 67 is my other YouTube channel and my other Instagram channel. And I'm also on Twitter also. So I'm gonna get started building a platform, and boom, and then putting out, as I'm growing, I'm gonna put out information and knowledge, you know what I mean, some good positive energy to everybody around me, you know what I mean, so everybody can benefit and be like, you know, receive good vibes, even though that I'm here trying to get my chocolate factory together, you know what I mean, trying to build, you know, my own family, myself, you know what I mean, that I still would emanate energy around me, some good positive energy around me, you know what I mean, based upon some truth, you know what I mean. So you know, I gotta go right now. It's getting late, and I really appreciate your time, and thank you for being in my space. Hopefully you can enjoy yourself, or you could pick up this good energy that, you know, that I'm like trying to vibe your way, you know what I mean, and we can build something with it. So that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm trying to do. All right, so some things I need to get off my chest also anyway, so let me go ahead and conclude all of these live videos.